Showtime, everybody. Welcome to Galactic Tarot. Welcome to 2023. Welcome to the New World. We've made it to the New World. We've made it to heaven on earth. I can see it more and more every single present moment that goes by, because that's all we are in, is in this present moment. This is so exciting. Is that Queen? Is that Queen? Is that Veronique? Is that Carrie Lynn for the win? Oh my God, welcome everybody. I see you, Jeannie. I see you, Gene Machine. And oh my God, Joanne. Oh my God, our interview. I still can't, I'm still on a high. And then Tony, and then everybody coming in, everybody just trickling in. Catherine. I love you guys. I love doing this. I love being here to do this with you guys. So this is the one time of the year where the first does not mark the monthly readings. So the monthly readings are going to be tomorrow. So today what we're going to be doing, which is fun. I love doing this. We're going to be doing a year at a glance for all of us. So we're going to see, we're going to start off with January, and we're going to go all the way till we get to December, dropping cards. I'm going to hit the button so you can see what cards are coming up for today. You'll be able to see the table per usual. Welcome, Cheryl. Welcome, everybody. They're all here. They're all here. So, yeah, I think that's a good place to start. If you did not see yesterday's video, wow, there's intel coming down the tube. The one thing I would just like to talk about one more time is the importance of the multiple sound frequencies. The sound frequency at a say a C3 and a C4. And us being able to use sound as a perfect color, us being able to use sound as a perfect frequency to create a container. So if that topic interests you, there's more information on it yesterday's video. Yeah, it keeps coming to me more and more, the importance of this, and more was coming in through my morning meditation today. Just seeing this. You know, this is why sometimes, like, well, basically what I just saw like an hour ago in meditation was, this is why, like, sometimes like everything looks the same. Everything looks the same in the reality, but like sometimes it just feels so much better and it looks a little crisper and it looks a little better, is because like whatever the sound tone of it is, we're still in that sound tone, but maybe it's going from a 3 to a 7, so to speak. And it's just a higher pitch that day. Because that's the one thing I'm seeing, is the importance in sound and how color can be misinterpreted. We can look at color as like that's the yellow, but when you actually take out a vocal tuner and you go to hit the color of yellow, you might see that it's like it's really jagged, or you might see that it's a little flat, it's a little high, it's a little low. So to really experience life, my family, I think that we really need to experience sound. So without further ado, like I said, there's more information on that yesterday. But for now, let's pop up the camera. I'm going to write down 3 minutes and 17 seconds, because that's what I'm looking at. So let's write down 3. What is this? Get rid of this. Group 3:17. And we're going to drop ye old cards for... There we go. Oh, wrong camera angle. There we go. Unless if you guys like that other camera angle, I don't know. All right. Yeah, and then I'll see everybody tomorrow. If you end up bouncing out of here because you were expecting this to be your zodiac reading, just know that I will be doing the zodiac readings tomorrow. So, no bunnies today. Veronique, you know what? You have a point. Let's see. We'll see what month is going to get bunnies. I'll do it. It's number 7. Okay, so what is that? Cancer. Cancer is always... Well, mostly Cancer. A little bit of Leo. Okay, I'll take it. We'll take it. But let's start off with January. So we're going to be doing, so the reading spread that you normally see me do for the love and romance, where it has the 1, 2, 3. We're going to be doing that, except it's going to have the 1, 2, 3, 4. So we can have like a quick glance of 2 cards for each of the 4 weeks of the month. There'll be the message from other dimensional versions over here. aka higher selves, if you're still using that terminology. And then the bottom of the deck will be the cloud cover. Let's go. Let's go. Carrie Lynn, she says, I have bought my own bunnies. Carrie Lynn, you love those cards. Thank you. I'm popping you up on the screen. I'm popping you up. January. What does Spirit want us to know about January 2023? My godson, Sachi. L. That's why I keep trying to tell him, Queen, the only L we ever took was a Sachi L. January. Oh. Okay. 2. There we go. That's it. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. The message and the ba-ba-ba-dee-boo. Okay. Can I fit all this? Can I fit all this in the shot? Yeah, it looks like I can. Sorry, guys. This back is up. All right. Close enough. Close enough. All right, let's do this. So this will be basically January 1st to the 7th, around that window. But what we're seeing right here, we're seeing the tomb is open in the physical. So we have the physical, we have the spiritual. Still to this day, after doing these readings since 2015 or something, I do not know why the spiritual or the energetic is below the physical, but this is how Spirit had me start doing this, and this is how we still do it. So physical, 1, 2, 3, 4, week 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we have week 1, 2, 3, 4, energetic or spiritual down here. So this is this tomb. The tomb has been opened. So what is coming back to us? We see power. We see that this tomb is returning energy to us. We are harvesting energy for this next week. So exciting. This whole cloud cover is about the message from other dimensional versions is about the awakening. We see the 7th seal has been broken. We see Archangel Gabriel blowing the trumpet, and we see that the worst of the journey is over. Like, that's why I love this card. Like, this is a card that can represent weirdness, but it also not weirdness combined with these other cards, because we see that, like, we're across the river, we're across the creek, and like the person looks like they're not sure if it's over, but I can tell you it's done. It's done when I see this, because it's saying more energy is returning to us, and we're harvesting and harvesting. Because when we look at week 2, or present moment number 2, I don't want to keep saying the word week. It's such a terrible word. Here's the harvest. So this card represents you reap what you sow. But then this card, like, you see that all the abundance, you see that all these pieces of fire, all these pieces of energy or money or spiritual energy are mixed in with the grapes, are mixed in with the fruit. And my attention is really here. This is about the house on the hill. This is about what's been manifested and what is to be manifested during 2023. And the energetic is saying, like, what is it that you could see yourself doing all day, every day? What is the thing that excites you to do? Like, is it making videos? Is it making art? What is the thing? Spirit is now bringing in, like, you're in a new place. What is the thing, whether it's new or old, or like something that really excites you, your art, your dance, your work, whatever it is that you want to continue to do, is what next week's main gist is. And then it shows the hermit. So we see Merlin. We see up on top of the mountain, the unstoppable, unmovable object of love, the unstoppable force that we are. Look at that, week 3. Oh my God, we are seeing some serious miracles at this time of transitioning from Capricorn to Aquarius. Like, what better way to start the Aquarian age, this golden age? This combination of these cloud covers with this 7th seal being broken, with this just magic, and the magic is love. Oh my God, I love week 3. I love this combination of cards. Katie, Zoe, people I love, Willow. Okay, sorry, I'm back. And then week 4. So basically, right when we get into Aquarius here, it shows like us sitting in the throne because we're doing our spiritual practice. And this was so interesting. I was with some friends. I was with some friends last night that are maybe not my more spiritual friends, but I was with some friends. Spirit was like, go hang out with them. And it was such an interesting concept because I was asked, Alexander, what's your New Year's resolution? And I went, I don't have one. Like, I really don't have one because I'm doing everything and more that I've ever done. Like, my day-to-day checklist is like, the cold plunging, writing down the dreams, remembering the dreams. Like, I'm feeding the birds, I'm juicing, I'm making my smoothies, I'm eating, I'm dieting, I'm going to the gym. So it was like, I can't, like my New Year's resolution started in August. Like, I don't know what to tell. I didn't know what to tell them. I literally drew a blank. I was like, there's nothing I can add. But that's what this is showing is what I'm getting at. Not that thing just for myself. I'm saying like our practice is strong. We're in a throne. We're in a throne where Merlin's sitting in a seat, whether you're in a feminine or a physical suit. Like, this is like very masculine and powerful in that regard of love and spiritual abundance and financial abundance. And just like this card of Merlin, I'm very excited for this month of January. Message from other dimensional versions, the Judgment card, the awakening. The awakening has happened. We're going to see more and more every day. And once again, to just go back to yesterday's video, you can't make up what happened. You can't make up the people that didn't make it through the gateway, because January is a gateway. And Janus, the god, is where January is based on. And that's where the word janitor comes from. If you didn't see this, just to give you a quick, definitely watch yesterday's video. The janitor and having the keys. And like I said, I had this recorded on Telegram hours and hours and hours before any of this stuff took place, with like the time, date, stamp. And like to see these miracles continue to come through and continue to happen. So freaking fascinating, my family, to see like who was not capable of making it through the gate into this new year. Just thank you all for being here. All right, so February, what time do we got? 12. All right, 12:30 down. So February. Okay, here, some coffee. Corey, are you there? Corey, can you hear me? Let's see who made it. Holding hands, Cheryl. Yes. And we're in a gateway till 11 o'clock tonight is what Spirit was telling me on the 29th. So we're in a very epic, powerful gateway right now. Oh, Jimmy. What up, Jim? Deanna. The King of Saiyans. That's the coolest name I've seen today. Would that be Hanuman? February. What does Spirit want to say? Stop it. Charlie, Happy New Year, my brother. Oh my God, bro. Where did you go? Miss you, bro. Glad to see you here. And Nicholas Langan. Oh my God, bro. Hug your mom and dad from me. A big hug. Squeeze them a little too hard and say it's from Alexander, please. All right. All righty. Something's happening quick in February. Can we see all the cards? Okay. All right. Let's go. All right. So first, oh, that's a little too loud. By now, you should have seen that. Okay. Is that low enough? Go right there. Okay, first and second. Okay, so we see something's going on in dream time in the physical. So first week they want us to pay attention to our dreams. Look at this. It's like the first month. So January was all about this like kingly masculine structure, and I'm already seeing this pattern of the feminine right now. We see the Empress in week 1, and then like, oh God, to have a card grow on me so much. I love this card, how she holds the sword of truth, and this actually came up in the patron quantum readings just yesterday. Love this card. So the cloud cover is about truth. The cloud cover is about something coming to the surface, and how do we accept and how do we take the information that is to come up in February is what I'm seeing here, because we see like mama's coming home. Mama's coming home, and this is going to be perceived in a great way, or this is going to be perceived in an odd way of the changes that need to take place in our lives, depending on where we are on our journey during the first week in February. Because then we see body, mind, spirit, and there's an ending. This is not a physical death, because it's in the spiritual. As I told you guys, it's physical and spiritual. So we're seeing that there's some sort of spiritual or energetic death of the mind, body, and soul as we're ascending to this new place. You know, every new beginning comes with some of the beginning's end. I was just saying yesterday, singing that. So week 3, once again, we're at a transition point here. This is when we're going from Pisces, so into Pisces at the end of this window, so in between here and here. So this card can represent soul retrieval, but I'm not seeing that with this one. I'm seeing that this is about balance. This is about balance, and how are we serving? How are we helping humanity? Like, what is it that we're doing in our day-to-day lives that is, you know, basically like say all the money was given to someone that on this day. So if like basically what was coming up in January was saying like, what would you do if you could do whatever you wanted all day, every day? So like now let's look at this, like, because like it seems like something's happening on this 222 this third week. This looks like some serious abundance, but abundance that is for charitable work. Maybe something's going on with charitable work, and something's going on with the family, and something's going on with some level of healing. And how do we want to show up? So I'm not saying this is like millions and millions of dollars. I hope it is. I hope it is. But this is very, very epic about how are you bringing balance to humanity? Is it with truth? Is it with art? Is it with healing? That's the message that week. And then that moment. And then it's like choosing. This person represents crabs in the bucket. This person represents drama, and they're in the physical. So the last week, so when we make this transition to Pisces, Spirit's like really asking us, and Spirit's really showing us like this shift is happening quicker and quicker and quicker. Is there anybody that's holding us back? Is there anybody that, well, no, first of all, nobody can hold you back, but it's like, are we holding them back by enabling them is what I'm really wanting to say here, because there's this choice. What choice did they make? If this person's still gossiping, so I would say, and it might be harder for some to remember this, but 8 weeks from now. So basically in February, that last week of February, Spirit's really wanting us to pay attention. Who's causing issues, or who do we see is like they're still talking drama. They're still talking bad about people. They haven't moved into love, when love is the only real house of magic, where true power lies, where true power exists and stems from and flowers out and blossoms out and blossoms out. And that's what I believe the truth is. The truth that will set us all free. The truth that's coming and being shown to us more and more every day with this dual cloud cover from Spirit, which is going over all of this. Mama's home. Mama's coming back. It's clearly obvious, whether you're in a masculine or a feminine suit during this month of February, we're being asked to be mom. And sometimes mom needs to say, nah, bro. Nah, sister. I don't know who this is, but somebody might need a talking to at the end of February, or we might need to just realize that we can't save them. They need to save themselves. and we might be enabling them. We might be enabling them by allowing this person to exist in our reality. Bubble. Okay. All right. On to March. Let's march right into March together. All right. March. And then 2014. 2014, that was a good year. All right. Okay, let's go. All righty. What does Spirit want us to know about March 2022? One more. One more. Okay, there it is. Completion. Ooh. Oh my God. I like that physical reading. Oh my goodness. Wow. Okay. Oh my God. Is anybody excited for March? I want to remind everybody, because I'm seeing a little bit of this come up right now. Even though I only have this one angelic card coming up multiple times now, and seeing this angel here, we are in a Pleiadian gateway that started in November. That will be ending in May, or that will be coming out of. Not that it ends. It's shifting humanity. But to start this month, March 1st off, completion, the doorway, the new beginning. Why the new beginning? The new beginning because of the spiritual practice. If you're not liking what you're seeing in your life last week, because this is a brand new present moment, we're in a brand new reality. I can feel this. I can see this. If you're not liking what you're seeing, like spirit's reminding us, if things are coming up that we're not liking what we're seeing, make sure your spiritual practice is strong, my family. This is what Spirit asked of me. What is it that you did? Like all these times. I mean, how many times in life have you been there and you're like you start to do this thing, you start to drink this green juice, or you start to do this workout at the gym, and you're like, wait a second. Why did I stop doing this? Like, we've all had that moment somewhere where we ask ourselves, why did I stop doing this thing? I felt so good when I was doing it. Spirit asked me to figure out all those things and do all of them. I'm not saying that you have to do everything you've ever done. That's what's been asked of me. But what I'm saying is there's something that is very completed and very awesome taking place here in the physical. Something that took place at the end of February is now being shown to us right here, because I see the inner child having this decision to be made. So there are some decisions to be made. There is something that seems to be coming up for humanity, or something that's almost just like no, like we can see, we can feel, like maybe there's something that comes up as some fake news or something, but the inner child is like, I'm not planting that seed in my garden. Second week. And then we see third week right away, boom, the rainbow light, and we see this card that represents Dharma and Karma, the choices that we made. So it's like, what does the inner child want week 2 that goes into week 3 while we're at this transition of like going from Pisces now into Aries? What is it that we did like at this time, and what is it that we've done at this time, and what is it that we've been doing? Because now we're seeing once again in the physical, more people waking up, more people shifting. And as they're shifting, there can be a little bit of, it doesn't have to be a fight, but this represents like a little bit of banter, and this represents a little bit, can represent a little bit of disagreement, but we're happy as we're doing it. And this is what I love, because just to like flash back to this, there was somebody that disagreed with what I was saying on Instagram. I don't even put many posts up on Instagram, but on the Instagram Galactic Tarot, that's kind of where I go if I want to say something that I know might get my YouTube shut down. I go put it on Instagram because it's like, whatever, shut it down, whatever. It won't be the end of the world. But somebody was disagreeing with me, but the way that they disagreed with me, I loved it. And I was like, I even messaged that, which I don't think they ever replied. If you're out there and I'm talking to you now, that would be cool. But I said, I love how like we're arguing, but we're not arguing. That's how I see this at the end of the month and at the beginning of the sign of Aries. Is there's people are disagreeing, but that's okay, and we're still happy through it because the message from other dimensional versions. This is like that new. So like, how interesting to have this. Like January's January, February was the king, and then we had the empress and the queen, and now we have like the baby, the child. Like this is like literally like 1, 2, 3 archetypes in a row that you couldn't really make this up. This card has children on it. This card just is children. This card has a child on it, and this card has a baby on it. So there was clearly this theme from the months of February, March, and April where it was like big daddy energy, huge mama energy, like galactic mama. And now we're seeing like the baby, the child, like 1, 2, 3 cards in a row with children on them. And then the baby after that. Like, to me, that's beyond synchronicity. That's some very difficult math. Knowing every card in the tarot, like to see the 78 perfectly lining up like that into 4 cards with children. And this is just the cloud covers basically just saying, like I was saying earlier, if you're seeing something you're not liking, and like it's almost like we're testing ourselves, how do we react when things are coming up? So it seems like our patience has gotten an activation by March. That's where we were, right? March, yes. Oh, wait, so was that March or was that April? Yeah, that was March. All right, so January was the masculine. So it was all 3 months. So January was the masculine. February was the because I'm saying both signs, so my head got a little twisted for a second. So January was the masculine. February was mama, and now March was the inner child. Just to correct that thought structure. But that's just very, very interesting to me to have such a strong masculine, feminine child. All right, so April. And we're at 27:45. Let's do this. Okay. I know, Cheryl. I knew all these, like, I think a lot of these live chats sometimes disappear. So I want to do better at popping those up. Oh, my jam. Come on, just while I shuffle, a little louder. Okay. Let's go. All right. April. No cut. Okay. April. There's the child again. Oh. Okay. Get out of here, coffee. Oh. Alrighty. All right. Okay. Oh, wow. April Fool's Day. April 1st. I like this. Okay. So there's the inner child again. There is all of our inner children. But all of our inner children are basically saying, with this really the new beginning. Like some ancients believe like this is why this was Fool's Day. When we look at the Arcana, when we look at the tarot, this is the Fool card. I don't even need to find it. Is it on the back of this? No, it's not. The Fool card is card number 0, and that's the first card in the hero's journey. So the hero's journey through this is represented across everything, but especially the zodiac signs and especially the months. And this is why April 1st is the Fool's Day, because of this belief structure, which is known by many in astrology, that Pisces is the last sign. That's why when I do these readings every month, I start off from Aries, because it's supposed to go Aries to Pisces. That's the order of operations here. So for Fool's Day, we're seeing that the inner child, which is now physically embodied, because this is in the physical location right here, but there's this energetic, like, what do I do? Because like this card to me represents like almost this like tug of war. Like, do I go left? Do I go right? What is it that I'm doing? All right. So there's going to be some questions coming up as we're like, all right, we're starting this new beginning. We're in a new place, which I love the cloud cover. It's like this magical mastery, like sitting in our magic with our inner child. And then week 2. So the second 7-day structure, we need to do word for week. We got sword number 1. So this sword, that's in week 2 and 4. This is the Ace of Swords. Like, this is the sword of truth. Anytime the sword is held perfectly straight up, this is the sword of truth. And that's why this lawyer card, which is also the masculine form of the high priestess, because we have X1. So 1 + 1 in numerology is 2. And then the second card, or the third card, but the one that has the number 2 on it, is the high priestess. They both have 2 pillars. They both have a veil. Okay. So the veil coming down, or the veil of truth, something epic is happening in April week 2 as well. It's almost like, it seems like something was coming up. I think it was in March. Was it 3rd week in March or 2nd week in March? It looked like there was going to be some like, no, we're not planting that seed. We're not subscribing to that. And it looks like the truth is coming out this day, and it frees humanity more. So humanity's being freed more during this week because of something that's coming up. Some sort of person that's a whistleblower, whether or not their truth is the truth that's coming out is very, very relevant. I like how like every song has its own different individual volume, and sometimes I can't hear myself think. All right, so I lower that back down. So week 3, during the transition of Aries into Gemini, Aries into Taurus, we see the moon card. So we're seeing a very, very powerful moon that could be bringing up the past. So this is why I love doing cards. This is why I love doing this stuff. This is why I love dropping cards on a relationship or whatever it is as it's starting to begin, not, during it, as much as I love dropping cards during it. But this is like Cliff Notes. So we get a cheat sheet now. So the 3rd week in April, as we go through this transition, we're seeing there's something going on with the moon where it's bringing up the past. It's bringing up the past. Have you really shifted this? Have you really healed this? Have you gotten to the point where when this thing comes up that you remember, your soul knows, your body knows, your stomach knows, last time I did this, I created karma. So it seems like something, Spirit's going to test us, but it's going to be better than ever. Like if like the first time we got this thing to come up, it was like out of 1 to 10, whatever the situation was, it was a 6. Now it's going to come up as a 11.11. So it's going to be very, very evident something's coming up here because we are surrounded by truth. Like whether this is a lie or a test, it's like you're on camera. Even if you think you're not being seen, we are being seen week 3 in April because there's this truth sandwich right here. And the other dimensional versions, just to skip ahead past week 4, the abundance, and like it's like either more financial abundance or more spiritual abundance is coming due to you. You did the right thing. You did the right thing. You didn't fall into that past version, which isn't you. You've realized and internalized that is a distortion. I'm being asked more than ever to pay attention to like where I'm like who's in the suit, And this is what I was saying like over a year ago was like, where's when somebody else is in the suit, or when some other aspect, some other distortion that I learned from family members, or some distortion that I looked up to, that for some reason I was like, that makes me feel safe. When that's in the suit, where's Alexander? So it's like, whoever you are watching this, you beautiful person, where are you when this other person comes in? But this is going to be the test where I think we co-create today. It doesn't work. That person doesn't come into the suit. We see the test. We know the test. We have forewarning of this test of truth and this veil. There's a veil, then the veil's gone, and the crown's there. Ace. To have 2 aces in a row, I love this. So it's week 4 in April is showing the truth. The truth will set us free. The truth is out, and then just keep doing your work. Keep doing your work. So whatever started in maybe February or March, keep doing that. Like nose to the grindstone, this thing that you enjoy doing. Okay, it's spiritual work. And then message from other dimensional versions. Like this is 4 awesome months in a row, guys. Abundance, spiritual abundance. Like this is said to be the hand of God or goddess, like because it's just coming out of the clouds. And like this cloud is lighter, just to teach you guys a little tarot. This cloud is lighter. See how this cloud is darker right here. See how the clouds are 2 different colors, because it's how we handle the truth. Like some people don't want to accept and have difficulty accepting the truth, but when it comes to abundance, you can see the 2 difference in colors of the cards. That's not a misprint. Much of the swords, because they represent truth, and they represent the mind. Sometimes we will see darker clouds, like the clouds in general on the sword cards. If you check them out in your own deck, you'll see the clouds are a little bit darker, because we're not supposed to be in the mind. We're supposed to be in the heart. At least I believe so. All right. So April, May, we're almost at the bunnies. 36. Oh, we'll just say 37. So 36.59. 37. Alrighty. And sip for coffee. Ooh, piece of candy. All right, let's go. Alrighty, let's do this. May. What does benevolent spirit want us to know about the month of May? Last one. High ground, inner child, rainbow light. Oh my God. Oh, that gave me goosebumps when I saw that one. All right. Carol! Okay. Oh my God, this is really good. All right. The better the reading, usually the faster it goes, just to have a little bit of forewarning as I go through this. Week 1 is showing us that we're moving forward with balance, having the high ground. Oh my God. How much can I go on about that? Week 1 in May looks freaking fantastic. Week 2, the inner child is working with our spiritual family. Our spiritual friends are working together as the inner child. This is one thing I'd like to pause and talk about, because this has been such an epic shifting download for me that has been coming through stronger and stronger recently, which is, I believe I talked about on Patreon yesterday, but I'd like to just talk about here. Maybe it was on YouTube, but either way, if you haven't heard this, this is so great. I hope this is received greatly to you. Our inner child. Sometimes we have people in our lives, so maybe like the person that was representing the drama at the end of the month. Sometimes we have people in our lives that our inner child doesn't feel safe to come out around. So I like to look at this as like, if I had my toddler, if I had like a like a 3-year-old or a 4-year-old, would I leave my toddler, like an actual physical child, impressionable child, with this friend or person for the weekend? Like if something came up and I had to go out of town, if something came up and I had to do something, if something like some sort of emergency or something happens and I'm like, who's going to take my precious bounty, my child? So that's what I'm seeing is like we're with people that we feel safe with. Like that's what I'm getting at. And because like to look at this like metaphorically, like why are we still having people in our lives, and why are we still trying to save people in our lives that our inner child's scared to be around? Because which means like you're not being you. Like we're not being our true essence. I believe if we're I can't do that. They'll get me. My heart starts to race. We have to be paying attention to this stuff last year, guys. So if you haven't been paying attention to it yet, please take it with a grain of salt. You can take the grain of salt, you can let it go in the wind. But this second week in May, the inner child, the spiritual inner child, working as friends. You heal me, I heal you. We're working together. We're celebrating. We're breaking bread. We're breaking gluten-free bread. Okay. We're breaking rice, family. All right. So week 3, from this transition to Taurus to Gemini, rainbow light in the physical. Rainbow light in the physical. So this is exactly the window that I forewarned. This is exactly what I talked about with this Pleiadian window. So when I set the day, it was mid-May. It was on this 522 gateway. So where this is the 522 hitting, oh my God, I don't know if this is like X-class solar flares or what's going on. There's so much light flooding the planet. It's making some people feel crazy. This is what we've been getting ready for. This is the big game. Like this light is coming in. It's galactic light is here. Rainbow light is here. It's coming in more and more. These solar flares are not, it's not woo-woo. Like these are scientific studies that are paying attention to what's going on with the electromagnetic field of the planet and what's going on with these solar flares that are pulsing. And just a couple weeks ago, there was a big shout out to my sister Alexis and my brother Jace, but like for paying attention to this stuff. But I saw, which I then looked up and did my own research on, of course. But I saw this 32 M-class solar flares in a 72-hour window. Like, guys, that's how many M-class solar flares used to come through in a decade. Like if you go back in time to the 40s, the 50s, M-class solar flares, they would have fried people. It would have fried technology. This is why the birds were acting a little funny and nature was acting a little funny, because it was everything, the whole reality was a little woozy. So this is the completion of this angelic Pleiadian, however you want to call it, whatever type of label you want to put it on. This is the information that came through to me quite a while ago. And what the information is saying to me here is it's a lot of light. Just what do you need to do to get ready? Do you need to cleanse? Do you need to get Neanderthal or worms or anything out of your body? Do you need to be meditating more? Basically, this might not even be for you guys watching. This might just be an explanation for the people in your lives, your family members, your friends that didn't get ready. They might be feeling a little, what the heck's going on? And they're coming to you for help. Also, this doesn't have to be this negative thing that it's even for us. And it's not even that it's negative. This is an epic, awesome time. It's rainbow light. We're all celebrating in the physical, but spiritually, I do see some people are feeling crazy. So you might need to be there to explain this to your loved ones. And you might need this once again as a Cliff Notes cheat sheet. If when that moment comes, which I'm sure we're going to be talking about it, because this is this day that I told Spirit told me about. And then I was this 11/22 to 5/22 gateway that we saw, the 6-month gateway. And then I saw it on a sister. A sister said the same thing about how it was going to end sometime in mid-May. And it was Pleiadian gateway. And I was oh my God, that was so validating. So week 4. As I said, this is going to be a quick one because it's so good. I get into this tangent. All right. Week 4. Now we see learning. What are we learning about? What are we doing? And then, oh God, spiritual lover, spiritual family. So this is a soul family card because it was here. Now, if this was here, I'd say ooh, physical love stuff's happening. But this is more, what are we doing? What are we learning? This is spiritual learning. This whole Jesus went to Egypt and these messages and these pilgrimages, if you will. And this is basically showing, is there some sort of trip? Is there somewhere we want to go? Like we're doing something with soul family here, the inner child here, and then maybe this is when we're manifesting what it is that we want to do or plan, or some sort of trip, something going on to celebrate this epic moment that we made it to at the end of May. More truth, my family. Ace of Swords. The truth shall set you free. So once again, 2 months in a row of the Sword of Truth coming up, the Ace of Swords. It came up here, and now it's come up here. That's very, very awesome for me, because it's like we have this. What do we do with what we have? We have the high ground. We're moving forward in balance. Inner child. So it's like, what do we do with all this newfound energy that comes through at the completion of this time frame of this 11/22 to 5/22 thing? Yes, we're gonna pop some people up. Billy, go in, Billy. Special sunshine. Okay, all right, and I'm back. All right, okay. May, June. Is that 7? No, it's not. That's 6. Okay, June. All right, 4614. Love me, baby. Okay. June. That's it. Okay. Moving forward with our decisions. Okay. All righty. All right. So now we've gotten to the Emperor. Okay. Just give me a second with this one. Look over here. Look at the birdie, right? Yeah. Okay. All right. So this is good also. It's not even that it's fake news. It's about news going on behind the scenes. It's about it's almost like sleight of hand magician. This looks like the news is going, look at this, look at this, look at this, while there's something attempting to be moved by the powers that were as they're moving off the playing field that we call life. Something's trying to be snuck by. Something's trying to be done here during this month of June. So, we had a good, solid 5 really, really awesome months in a row. Now that we see this, though, we can prepare. We can leave energy. We can co-create something epic and awesome and filled with love out over there in the future. You want to talk about real magic here for a second, my family. Let's take this opportunity to do this. All right, here's the earth. Here's the sun dragging the earth. Okay. All right. So this is happening. All right. So whether or not, if we can see with our third eye exactly where the earth is going to be, if we trust that there's some galactic essence of our soul that knows where the earth is going to be during the month of June, during the month of March, during the month of anything, whether you're manifesting and co-creating in your own life, or we're co-creating something like this, where it's just like, no, we're not like, this is whatever seed was like attempted to be planted that we said no. It's almost like some more BS is attempted to be brought up when I see all this together, which we do navigate, by the way. But this is when I want to give this opportunity to bring up this epic magic. So if you leave, say, like a cloud, okay, a cloud of magical rainbow platinum angelic light, where the earth is going to be. So instead of manifesting here, as we keep boom, we're like moving at millions of miles an hour through space on this spaceship called Gaia, to put where we're going to be a mass, a cloud of love, in light, power, manifestation, what we want, because this is our reality, my family. This is not, like I said, these are the powers that we are the powers that be now. Do I need a ROM? Can I get a ROM? Do I need a ROM in the house? Yeah, something's very triggered with me telling you this, by the way. I just saw like a little energy start to come through. If you don't know what I mean by the ROM, once again, I talked about it yesterday. Do, re, mi, ROM. All right, moving on. Okay, so with leaving the energy where the planetary body is going to be, you're leaving a massive, powerful structure of manifestation where we're going to be. So it's almost like we arrive into that energy that we co-create together. You co-create with your lover, your partner, your business partner, whoever it is. That's real magic. Can we do real magic from here in this present moment? Of course. But if we go from this present moment to the next present moment, now you're doing time magic. Now you're actually activating that essence that you all have, because we are time lords. We are time lords. We are light benders. We are more powerful than any of this reality wants us to understand. That is something that I can promise you. Because just to sum this all up into 1 month, because everything I see here, like, this is why we do this. This is, let me just go back to what Spirit wants us to know. The masculine and the feminine working together, this marriage of the self, and the choices. What choices do we make at the end of the month? Like this spiritual option, this choice, because it's like, this is almost like it looks like betrayal. It looks like betrayal, and it's like moving forward in balance. Like we're having to like navigate something, but like, this is why I'm saying, like, let's dissipate this. Let's dissolve this. Let's make sure that this is the most epic and most awesome June we've ever had, by from this present moment going to the future present moment of where Gaia is going to be, where the planetary body is going to be, and leaving an unstoppable, uninterruptible cloud of love and light that this stuff cannot enter. Let's leave a garden in the future, my family. This is what I'd love to co-create with you. I would love to, instead of seeing this month be weird, this month makes January, February, March, April, and May as epic as they're going to be seem like, what the heck? What even happened in June? Like, this is proof. We have time to prove our magic to this reality, my family. Whatever this is, expose it, show it, put the light on it. It's not allowed. Ye shall not pass. And then we move on to the bunny cards. Alyssa likes it. Alyssa, ward it off, Alyssa. Ward off the evil. Alrighty. Oh, that's not one of the cards. Where did the cards stop? There we go. Buddy cards. Let's do it. That's the deck. They don't even give me a stropony for showing you this. But these are the bunny cards. It's called Luna Lappen. When you look up how much the cards cost, you might be like, Alexander paid that for those cards. Yes. The bunnies. I was like, I'm your child. All right, moving on. All right, wait, let's write the time down before I forget it. July 53. The bunny. You're a little bunny. There you go. You see my bunny? That's my terrible bunny drawing. And some coffee. And carrying on. Let's go. God. I mean, for what they cost, though, these cards shuffle wonderfully. Huh, Carrie Lynn? One more, is that it? That's it. Okay. Alrighty, here we go. All right, there's the King of Pentacles again. Okay. This is so ridiculous, but I love it. All right, here we go. All right. Most of them are in the shot. Perfect. Okay, so week 1 in July, we see the 8 of Cups. Is the 8 of Cups the one with all the... Yes, it is. Okay, so this card represents anything being possible. Anything being possible, and then the King of Swords, this represents like the old world. This represents like the old military, the doctors, the lawyers. This represents the old world. So we're seeing anything being possible. So this is like kind of like some rollover into showing that something has definitely been shifted here. Something has been shifted. So how epic to talk about, instead of seeing like more weirdness continue, we see that the Spirit's showing us that this first week in July, we're seeing that this how everything has been in control by these powers that were. We're seeing we are the powers that be. This manifestation thing that many of you, I felt, thank you so much, have agreed to lead this cloud of love in light out there in the future, where Gaia will arrive to in that reality, which is our reality, this epic reality. This works because we see, so this is the card that represents it. It usually looks a little chaotic. It's all the different cups in the regular tarot, and the King of Swords is like, it's not the nicest person. So this is representing this old way, this old establishment, because what did we have here in June? We had the Devil card. So we went from having the Devil card here to having the King of Swords here, and now it's completed because we get to the party, we get to the celebration, we get to the 3 of Cups with the Empress. Mama Bear gets to celebrate, okay? So this is like galactic Mama Bear. This is like, I don't even know, like great grandma, great galactic grandma. And we're celebrating. We see the party. So week 3 now, once again, at this transition into Leo, we're seeing something's been being released. Something's being released, and it's the past. It's something that hurt us. So we're going through some sort of epic gateway on this day of 7/22. That window, like by that time, by the end of this 7/21, 7/22, the past is permeating. The past is coming out, and it's like something that right now, if I brought it up to you, you'd say, "Oh, Alexander, I already did that. That's done." And it's like, yeah, it is done, but there might be some residual energy that's been making tightness in the hips. There might be something that's being carried somewhere in the vessel that, as we keep ascending, this is not capable of you taking forward with you. So something's going to come up where you're having to say sorry to yourself or somebody else, and there's this big release that a lot of power comes from. Because I love that this is the card that represents the paladin. This is the warrior that uses a magic wand as a weapon, and it's not even about being a weapon. This is about the paladins. The paladins is this concept of like, in like, whether it's Final Fantasy or whatever video game, you can't just, most video games don't let you start off as a paladin. You need to become a warrior, you need to become the monk, you need to become the mage, you need to max out all these levels, and then the game allows you to start the game over as a paladin. So this is that level. This is the one that's like, I'm on the front lines fighting things off while healing the entire battlefield of all the good and love and light. So this is the strength. We have the strength to, each and every one of us is an individual, basically an army of light, an army of love. And this is the balance that's being brought, because the message from other dimensional versions, we see us sitting in our power, being in our power, and then also another throne. So these 2 thrones, and then there's the sword of truth again. Okay, we see that sword standing straight, directly straight up. The Justice card, seeing beyond the veil, the masculine form of the High Priestess. High Priestess, where are you? Why haven't you come up yet this year? Okay, anyways. Can we get it for August? Anyways, There's the sword. There's the sword. There's the balance. Things are being balanced. Things are being balanced from what we did because we're the paladins. Something's released here and something's celebrated here that this didn't work. Like this thing didn't happen. It's almost like we need a do-over reading for June. It's not on our timeline, my family. We're watching you. All right. See you later, bunny cards. All right. Bunnies. All right. Go. There we go. More coffee. And August. Here we are. What time? 1 hour and 43. Oh, I love you code. So 143 in numerology. One letter, 4 letters, 3 letters. So if you see 143 on a license plate or somewhere synchronistically, it says I love you in numbers. I love when I get that locker number at the gym. Okay, here we go. August. Whenever in spirit wants to know. That's 3. Popper. Oh my God. All right. Okay. All right. Week 1, August. Look through the spiritual window. This card can sometimes represent money worries. I don't see that or perceive it or feel it in that way because it depends. Are you looking at the people? Like, where is your attention? So as if you are working with cards yourself, you want to see like something might seem blurry, something might seem lit up. You're going to get your own way of looking. But for me, the window is very clear. So I'm looking at the window. So that tells me look through the spiritual window. The truth card again. So looking through the window at the truth, the phoenix is rising from the ashes. Some of this looks a little weird. Like if I just saw these 4 cards normally, like a while ago, I would have said like, oh man, what does this say? But this is actually a lot of epic awesomeness because the phoenix is rising from the ashes. We're being asked to look through the window and admit the truth to ourselves, spiritual truth that is coming in and boom, 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 boom. What is the truth? Week 2. Once again, here's the death card in the spiritual location. The old version of us is gone. The old version of us, once again, we become this phoenix and we become the next phoenix and the bigger phoenix and the seraphim and, 2 wings, 4 wings, 6 wings, octaphim, 8 wings. Like as we keep ascending through this reality and keep rising up to these stations, if you will, these floors, to these threads, these places in the reality, as we integrate all of this, sometimes we need a reminder that the old version is gone, and that's a good thing. Sometimes people struggle with change, and this isn't even necessarily about change. This is about something that's already happened. This isn't even change. This is admitting change to the self. So week 3, from this transition from Leo into Virgo, moving forward with balance, and now it's going back to that spiritual humanitarian work. So something has shifted, and it's now become easier to move forward into this thing that we started in like maybe April, in that April window. And another ace. We start this, like, look at this, like we got an ace sandwich over here. So we're going to be ending the month of August and starting. So we started with the Ace of Swords. So was that 3 months in a row? Was that 3 or 4 months in a row? We had the Ace of Swords either here or here or here. Like this has been coming up a lot. So that's out of 78 cards. That's some difficult math. I'll just say that. So for me, so far, the year 2023 is about truth, truth being admitted to the self, truth coming out also. Things that, not for you guys, because you guys are truthers, but for the people, for some people in the reality, truths that they're like, wait, what? Wait, that's real? Like, what? Like, why wasn't I told this sooner? That's what I'm getting. So moving forward with balance into our charitable work, or our way of helping others while still helping ourselves. How can we serve others while still helping ourselves, or keeping a roof over our head and enjoying it throughout the entire process? Okay. Magic on the journey. So we go forward into September. We end this time of the August 2023 with magic in hand, going forward on our journey. And there's a new completion, us integrating these Phoenix, us integrating all 4 of these archetypal frequencies, all 12 of them, all 22 of them. There is some sort of ascension taking place here from this just like light, love, light, love. And then we pass this test. We prove that June's going to be epic. Something completes. And this ends this old version. It starts this new. I love this cloud cover. I know some people see this card and they don't like it. I promise you this is a good card. This shows the building of the old way. Now think about this, 3 months in a row. 3 months in a row, this first week happened to be representing the old world. Ragu old world style. So we're seeing the Phoenix rising from the ashes, and some other dimensional versions want us to know that something's been integrated fully, something's been complete, and that's why this old aspect of the one, wherever you are, in air, water, fire, or earth, something has been integrated into much, much more powerful Phoenician fire. People from Phoenix are Phoenicians. Okay. Alrighty. Coffee, September. That's my song. 107.32. Okay. Ace sandwich. September. Let's see. 2, 3. What does Spirit? Banana Spirit. The month of September. I can feel that. Can I help you? I'm going to take this time of shuffling to remind you to gently caress the like button and the subscribe button. And we'll be going live again tomorrow. What a strange, I love how almost bipolar my playlists are. Like it just goes from dubstep to hip hop to Oasis. September. I said no. Okay. Just gonna cut it. Okay. All right. Oof. You're done. You're done. You got 3 months in a row. Now we know you're done. All right. We see something's done in September. Okay. Oof, oof, oof. Yeah. Okay. Good. Good. Ooh, that's a weird combo of cards together, though. All right. Very, very good. Let me sit with this for a second. Wow. Okay. More and more people being exposed. Okay, just going to flash forward to week 4 in case this is looking weird. Whatever, more truth is coming out, and the people that chose manipulation, we're seeing that they seem to be suffering. They seem to be suffering for choosing naughty nature, because we had 1, 2, 3 months in a row represent basically this like old world coming up as the devil, the king card. But now we get to September. It shows our strength, our feminine and masculine strength moving together as we're like weaving through this light bending reality and completion. In the physical, we get the world card of the completion, card number 22, the hero's journey being completed and then starting again. And this is completing what was here before was the tower. The phoenix has risen from the ashes. We are the phoenixes that are now flapping through this galactic sky on planet Gaia, or on this spaceship called Gaia. And something's done. It's very done because we've proven that it's done. We finished it. It's just like, there's the door. We love you with ease and grace. And there's no room for this anymore. And that's why we see, like, it's like, you did this. Like, we didn't do anything to you. You did this to yourself, is what we're seeing at the end of September. So week 2, moving forward while looking backwards. Normally this card represents being stuck in the past, but it doesn't here, because it's saying, what did we do? There's a choice that we made for Gaia. We made a spiritual choice. So I think this is bringing up June once again. This work that we're going to collectively do, that many of you are collectively doing already, of we're now able to see in September that this worked. We did something happened. And look at this. I am very excited for this transitionary period. Is there anybody who's on the computer, on the phone? When is this full moon in September? It feels like it's maybe on the 14th or the 15th, like sometime around there. If anybody can look this up, this moon now is bringing in a lot of balance. There's something very epic that the wave of this full moon in September, whatever day that is, I don't know. I don't really follow that too strong. I just feel which ones come up very powerfully. So maybe somebody will add that to the chat. So we have that date, but this full moon here is showing something manifested, being completed, and more rainbow light, more spiritual light. Love getting this card. And it's the fact that that light has come in for and to humanity, that then this naughty old way, like there it is again, that's what's done. This emperor, this king of swords, this militaristic, phallic shaped missiles and all this BS. So it's the 15th. I'm getting 2 different numbers. The new moon, the new full moon. Full moon is the 29th. Is that what we're getting? What's the final answer? Somebody looks it up. I got the 15th and the 29th. It's all right. Either way, this moon of September is showing us something epic. It's got, like, the light is changing something, and the light is exposing. There's so much light that this naughty nature is being exposed. Oh my God, don't let that happen. Thank you for warning me, computer. Sometimes the computer just shuts off. I didn't have it plugged in. Something's being exposed. That's it. Moving on. We're not gonna even spend time talking about you. We're changing that record. Ye shall not pass. Oh, hey. Oh, I'll be right back. All righty. Okay. October. Yes. God, I love October. Everyone's like, don't be excited about it getting cold again when it hasn't even gotten warm again yet, Alex. October. All right. 11418. 114. Okay, so new moon is the 15th. So that's the powerful window I was feeling was the new. So the full moon's on the 29th. So this window that I was feeling on the 14th or the 15th is the moon going dark, where you manifest. You manifest. What do? We manifest on the new moon, and then we see what has come to be by the full moon. So epic. All right. So once again, this almost like seems like another version, like maybe not as massive as this June one, but another like, what are we leaving there over in the month of September at this September 15th, this powerful I'm sure it might not be in the sign of Virgo, but this Virgo new moon. We're watching. Okay. We could do some drums. I'll do drums after December. Cut it. I usually do. Okay. All right. What does Spirit want us to know about October? Let's go. All righty. All right. Choices. Everybody has choices. Okay. So the cloud cover is choices. So some of the choices that we've made have to get more offerings, to do more. Like I told you guys earlier, I'm having to do more. Spirit's asking me, like, I'm having to wake up earlier to, like, I used to just like get up, make my coffee, and go to the gym, which that was my routine. And I would meditate at some point during the day, hopefully, or like rush it before bed. But this whole like waking up, remembering the dreams, staying in bed till I remember the dreams, deciphering the dreams, writing them down, into the cold water, then to go meditate, feeding the birds, making sure the birds and the like animal life has water, and then I go into that. So I'm needing to do more work, and that's what we're seeing here. To get the next offering, which is this offering in October, we're having to do more. We have a choice. We have a choice to be made. Okay, we're seeing multi-dimensional nature. This is multi-dimensional mama. This is one of my favorite cards. So epic when this is representing this like Virgo Libra timeline too, because this card is teaching a little more tarot today. This card is related to Virgo and Libra in that manner because of the elemental nature. So it's like mama's being the new spiritual frequency in that way. There's a multi-dimensional place that we've made it to, that we're already at now, but we're seeing that this multi-dimensional place is, as we work harder than the opposing forces could even work, we are taking the reins. We are ruling this new reality by this point, is what this is saying, because we see a celebration. Double yellow cards, third week of October. Oh my God. So as we transition from Libra into Scorpio, celebration, moving forward with balance. So, and then it gets to this weirdness, like the people that created karma are getting some major window of karma or dharma here. So it's like, look at these two realities. Like, talk about it. It says multidimensionality. And then we have this like best of the best. Like, could it be any better? And then it's just like, oh my God, what spiritually that? Okay. So it's like, and then we come back once again to the phoenix rising from the ashes. These spiritual deaths, if you will, these ascension processes, these choices that we make in this multidimensional reality. So, and now we've got 2 months in a row where the last two cards are like the weirdest cards of the reading. And this, like, with that can look a little weird, but it goes, this is here and this is here. So, but what I'm seeing here is naughty people are being exposed. The liars are being exposed. The manipulators are being exposed. Certain things where people, they did wrong to the point where maybe they don't even realize they were like pathological lies. Something has been exposed, and the people are now, we're now seeing them pay for it. We're now seeing the people that didn't choose the proper side of the fence that their soul was reminding them day in, day out to choose, are dealing with something that they might not want to deal with, because it's both months in a row right here. if you're wondering what I'm doing right now, I'm sitting with this, like something like what I was talking about yesterday. We can't, at least for myself, I can't want to like celebrate these naughty people having naughty things happen to them, because it's not even something that needs to be celebrated, because this whole one and the all thing, stuff needs to be exposed. Truth needs to be exposed. Things need to continue to shift on the planet. But there's not this like, no, like like that's not Christ-like. That's all I'm going to say. There's this, it's happening. We trust that it happens. But that is not loving in nature, regardless. It's like any words I say, I feel like the Japanese might have a word for this, but like we as a group, I would love to like come up with some sort of word, but it's like for this definition, I'll give you the definition. Any words that I say are making this very beautiful thing uglier, so I should stop talking about it. And there we go. November. $121.19. Could be hiding at Yoda's dojo. All right. What do we get for November? 1, 2, 3. Ooh, what a weird bridge. Oh, Gary, now we're talking. Okay. Oh God, it's like a love and light sandwich this year of 2023, with some like truth and things that need to be internalized by the rest of the people around us in the middle. This is good. Okay. So now it's like we're back to the beginning of the year at the end of the year. All right, what's coming in? Boom, 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 boom. What is coming in? The cloud cover. What's coming in is magic and the house on the hill, the spiritual house on the hill, what we've been manifesting. Our magic comes to be now in a way where we are rewarded. Spirit's now rewarding us. And we are rewarding ourselves, because we're seeing the meditation in the dream time, what we've been dreaming about. Look, I've never had a dream in my life, because a dream is what you want to do, but still haven't pursued. I knew what I wanted and did it till it was done. So I've been the dream that I wanted to be since day one. Oh, a little Aesop for you. Anyways, meditating in the physical, second week in November. And then like the dreams, like I said, what we've been dreaming and meditating upon has come to be in these first 2 weeks. And then looking at week 3, inner child, what do you want to do next? Now what's next? This is done. Like this is basically enough time and enough energy has gone into this baby, if you will, that this is a child now. Whatever this structure is and what we've created is now a child that it's like, all right, mom and dad are going out. Make yourself a bowl of cereal. Don't turn on the stove while we're gone. Like something is that child still, but my focus is on the bigger child that is able to babysit, if you will, for this other child. And then, oh my God, I just want to like throw everything aside. Look at this. Look at the strength, the masculine, the feminine, like everything working together with the soul family. Once again, lover cards right here at the end of November. And I do feel like I do feel some like loving vibes with this one. Like the last one felt like just soul family, but like there might be like some loving, like some of you out there meeting somebody epic or something shifting in our own love lives with somebody that's been here because of the balance, the masculine and the feminine working together. I do feel some of that. You know, it's almost like there's been plenty of times where I'm in a card reading and I drop cards for somebody and they ask me, oh, where's the love? Where's this person? And like, and I drop the cards and like, they're like, well, you didn't answer the question. I'm like, yeah, because spirit's letting you know when we meet somebody, we meet a reflection. You don't like honestly look and feel into yourself. And like, you might be triggered to hear this right now, but the version of you that you are in this present moment, wouldn't you rather do a little more work and know that the person that comes forward has done this work? And that's what I'm seeing here. I'm seeing this glistening, sparkling, epic ascended person meeting another glistening, sparkling, epic ascended person, and or that glistening, epic ascended person becoming this lover that is already in your life that goes through some sort of ascension process and awakening, as highly unlikely as that may seem, holding space for that and putting that cloud to the future where we're going to go. Once again, being reminded, whatever it was that took place over the past 3 to 4 months, it's over. It's done with. It's exposed. We've made it through another year. We've made it through another journey. The worst of it is over. And we can definitely see the worst of it wasn't even that bad. Like, it's just like this stuff is just, that was what I saw the other day. It almost like I saw like kind of like shadow, or I saw like the night side, whatever you want to call it. And it was like, it was almost like comical. It was almost like they were looking at me like we were wondering how long we'd be able to get away with this. And I'm like, and they're like, we actually thought it wouldn't last this long. We're shocked. We're shocked that like nobody stopped this sooner. And that's what I think a lot of us in spirituality, like we're like, or whatever you want to even call what we are, we're like looking, we're like, what is this? Like, how is this even possible? But it's, there's more and more people waking up as we see this year. And to just get ready for that 522 gateway that I see right here, which was, I don't know if Joanne's still in here, but Joanne got a similar date. I think she got June 1st or something. So I'm excited. So December, let's see the final month of the year at 1:27:23 on the time, 27:23. Let's go. A little bit of coffee. And then if you want to hang around, we will do some drum. We'll do some more drums before I go break my fast with breakfast. Oh. Sorry, plants. Spirit bonus to know about the month of December. Oh, a Merlin popper. Who wants to do the math? 78 cards in the tarot. Are these the same 2 cards? Wait, no, these aren't the same 2 cards, but this was definitely here. This was just here, right? There she is! I fucking knew it! I was like, wow, she didn't come up. Oh, God. I just want to eat this card. Okay, I love it. Okay. I'm going to freeze that moment where I was about to eat this High Priestess card and like make a meme out of it. And that'll be the next month's reading. I'm joking. That'll be the thumbnail. The thumbnail's just like me, like I'm about to eat the High Priestess card. Holy crap! We don't even. Oh my god! Do we even have to talk about this? There isn't even a card. I guess focusing on the past, but it's not. It's. This is so good. This is so good. This looks like time travel, not time magic. This looks like literally from this future time, we have the ability to go back to the past and heal in some more efficient way, to shift the reality in some more efficient and better way. This is so freaking epic. All right, so we see, boom, the spiritual. This feels very spiritual. It doesn't feel like abundance. I'm sure that's already there with like this whole child becoming a 5-year-old basically overnight thing, like showing our manifestation capability. But for the first week in December, choose choices. So yeah, this is now I'm sure with this reading, this is like this ascension sandwich with like a little bit of like truth that has to come out in the middle and things that need to be exposed and some work we have to do. But we see these choices. We see these choices being made in the physical, having the whole family and all of the archetypal frequencies, the tree of the Sephiroth working together. The tree of the Sephiroth is working to do what? Week 2. All of the elements are on the table, and there's something's being healed. So from the future, because we're talking about December and January, and January 1st, Happy New Year, my family. From this future timeline, in that present moment, we have all the elements on the table to shift something in the past, because we're seeing this become this yellow, this happy vibration, and we're harvesting something. This almost looks like the way that I've been talking to you about doing this now. I mean, something's getting triggered. Rom, like just Rom, just go. Yeah, buddy, can you take care of that? We're able and capable in December, like something has shifted. Our magic has shifted and amplified so much that the same way that we're leaving these cloud covers in the future, it's almost like something's happening where we're doing this in the past. I'm trying to explain something that's just coming through, but this is very, very, very epic. And this is one of the, oh God, this is so good. This is so good. All right. So, the harvest, the celebration, the partying because we've made it to this place. 1, 2, 3, 4 yellow skies. Well, this one's blue, I guess, but still a lot of yellow, a lot of blue. The card I was waiting for was the very last card we dropped. I said, maybe it's in August. I was like, where's the High Priestess? What are the odds that I say that and the very last card I flip is her? She finally comes up as the message from other dimensional versions. We've made it, my family. When we have this conversation again at the end of December, it's like, it's going to be very clearly obvious. Like, family, can't you see that we've made it? Like, can't you see that we're in a new reality? And that is just going to make this blossom and multiply more and more every single day. So the last week, the practice, the meditation, what we're doing, we're able to see that what we manifest, or what our dreams have happened. This Lover's card is in the same place twice in a row. So, it went from like this. The first time it came up, it was like, it felt more soul family. The second time it came up, it felt more love related. This time it's both. This is like, wow, like this is soul family and love. Like the whole soul family is like, oh God, this is exciting. Yeah, we're just gonna drum. We're just gonna drum. Very, 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 very good. This is my favorite. If I was going to give a gold star for the day, as awesome as January through May is, like it would be very difficult to pick out a gold star between those. But out of all the monthly readings for the year, oh my God, December looks so freaking good. Yeah, your message from other dimensional versions, just let that soak and sink right on in there. We can see beyond the veil, magical gifts being returned to ourselves that we couldn't even imagine, seeing beyond the veil, third eye vision, more and 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 more, far beyond at this January 1st. where our self-worth gets to as we go through these shifts, as these old versions of the self die away and fade away, and we realize that we do not need those old versions anymore and we're better off without them. They are taking away this, like, I don't know if I deserve that, I don't know, these subconscious thought structures that are very ancient, that we all carry to some degree or some extent. As this purification process continues to happen. And just to briefly talk about something a little bit odd that I talked about yesterday, whether we look at it as a demon or a nanotech or a parasite or whatever it is, as our bodies continue to purify, any of this stuff that was existing in our bodies, either in this present moment or in the past, these things have byproducts. So if something is existing within the body that is actually the cause of somebody's anxiety, of somebody's depression, of somebody's anger, because if somebody's eating something, let's just call it a nanotech. Let's say that the demon that someone's dealing with is actually nanoparticulates. If somebody eats something and then that has a nanotech, just because that's a robotic functionality doesn't mean that there's not enzymes that come off of that, waste products that come off of that. And I believe, as I'm like purifying my body and purifying my mind, body, soul, spirit, all of it every day, more and more, as I see these things leaving my body more and more, and spirits having me do this work, and having spirits having me sweat in the saunas and warm clothes in the summertime, and these things are just being shut down and then passed, and shut down and cleared and passed. And I see the stuff happening by force for some, and I see it happening with ease and grace, which is still like can be challenging to do this cleansing, which we're doing one way or another. Like whether or not you've actually done a cleanse, your body is having to cleanse these things out of them, because as we climb up in these realities, there's certain places where it's like, well, there's no energetic form of that above anymore. So if this is as above, so below, we got to get it out of the whole totem pole. We have to get certain frequencies off of the antenna because they can't exist on the antenna. We're going so high. Like we're getting so high that if it's as above, so below, we need to get to this place to get to a new above, is what I'm saying. So we need to get rid of the byproducts that are causing poopy. Yes, he said it. All right. What was the last word he said in the yearly reading? I think it was poopy. Coffee time. There just happens to be room for drumming right here. Drumming. Drum. Celebratory drums, my family. 1:37:30. All righty. Put that right there. Billy, I love that. I'm popping that up. I've looked at the clock 3 times during this read. I got 11:01, 11:10, and 11:11. I'll take it. If my phone wasn't the second camera that's down here that you can no longer see, I saw, because it's 1, what is today? The date is 1/1. So on 1/1, I also, like just picking up my phone, I saw 11:11 as we were getting ready for this. I screenshotted it. So just to validate that for you, Billy, let's go. Wait a minute. Do I want? Just drum? Just drum. Okay. All right. To everybody that wants to hang around with the drums, thank you. I want to give just a big shout out to everybody. There are going to be new things going up on crystalcurrent.com. I'm so excited about these energy tools. My schedule is now through all this Christmas time. There is time about 2 weeks from now on galactictarot.com if you want to book a session. If you want to join the patron family, do the weekly extended readings and hear Alexander speak with no filter whatsoever, search Galactic Tarot on patron.com. I'm saying all the things that you're supposed to say at the end of the video before I do the drumming, because I'm going to be like afterwards out of my body. I guess that's good for now. And I love you all so much. And What a great year to come through together, 2022. More signs, more miracles, more love to you all, more abundance to you all, spiritual and physical. It's been such a pleasure being on this journey with you. Thank you for continuing and starting this new journey of 2023 with me. Happy New Year, my family. And without further ado, let's do it. Oh, but I want to chant, though. I want to chant. Can I restart this? Can I do like a little can I do like a bass nectar drumming? Is that okay? Is that allowed? Alrighty. Let's go, my family. I love you all so much. Happy New Year. Cheers, my family. I will see you very, 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 very soon. Like tomorrow soon. Like tomorrow, we're going to do the zodiac readings, which are normally on the 1st. They will be tomorrow. Luke Duke, welcome, brother. I love you all. I'll see you very soon. Like less than 24 hours soon. Thank you for being here once again. And thank you for doing the things that make the dings and jingling the bells and love you. Cheers. Happy New Year.